All right, this is my NBA playoffs bracket challenge. Yeah, the NBA season's done. Ups and downs throughout. But yeah, this is gonna be my bracket. So hope you guys enjoy. You can't predict the play-in in this thing. It's the NBA pick'em bracket. The play-in is they're probably gonna change it once the play-in results are shown. But I don't really give a shit. I'm doing it before. I'm predicting the play-in within. So yeah. All right. So we'll start off with the West play-in. So I got New Orleans beating OKC. I think they're a better team. They're more experienced. Even though without Zion, I think they get the W, and they move on to play the Timberwolves because I think the Lakers win and they move on to play the Grizzlies for a storyline. So it'll be Timberwolves and Pelicans. Give me the Pelicans winning because I think the Timberwolves are dysfunctional now with fucking Gobert and Kyle Anderson fighting on the sideline. I know that's more recent, but I think they're dysfunctional and they were overrated from the start. I thought they were gonna do better than this, but they let me down. They traded D'Angelo Russell away, so yeah. And also, this is the D'Angelo Russell revenge game. He scores 40, and LeBron doesn't do anything. So there we go. Now we got New Orleans versus Denver, and I got Lakers versus Memphis. Let's go. All right. And let's go to the East. So Toronto versus Chicago. Give me Toronto. Because I'm biased. That's it. I don't know. They're a better team overall. I think we had more depth in Chicago, and DeMar doesn't do anything. He loses again in Toronto in the playoffs like he always did. But he's still my favorite player. Atlanta, Miami. Give me Miami winning and moving on to play Boston. I think they're the better team. They're more experienced, and I think Atlanta just weaseled their way in. And then Atlanta versus Toronto. Give me Toronto moving on to play Milwaukee. Why not? Rematch of third time. All right, now let's start off with the West. Denver versus New Orleans. Give me Denver in 4. I don't know if Zion's playing. If Zion's playing, maybe Denver in 6. But Zion's probably not playing. Denver's the better team. They got the fucking MVP candidate on their team. Their depth is really good. I like Murray, Jokic. They're going to win in 4. Why not? Suns and Clippers. Give me the Suns in 6. I think it'll be a tough matchup for the Suns because the Clippers are feisty in the playoffs, but they're the Clippers, so they won't do anything. Clippers haven't done anything ever, so yeah, I got the Clippers the Suns winning this series. I think Kevin Durant has a good series, and the Clippers just lose and they keep Ty Lue, keep Kawhi, and they keep running this fucking experiment over and over again until Kawhi retires. So yeah, give me Phoenix. Kings and Warriors. Give me the Warriors in 5. I just think the champions take care of business. The Kings are not ready for a series. Can they win that series because of the Warriors' underperformance this year? I can see that, but I just don't. The Kings just came out of nowhere. They didn't even have any play-in appearances last year. They weren't even good last year. They didn't even get close to the playoffs. They were terrible last year, and they came out of nowhere. Sabonis and the fucking De'Aaron Fox turning into a stud. Finally, his full potential. But I think this will be a good series. The battle of the NorCal, whatever. But yeah, give me the Golden State Warriors in 5? Yeah, 5. Grizzlies and Lakers. Give me the Grizzlies in 6. I still think the Lakers are a bad team. Grizzlies, Ja Morant's a shooter. I'm kidding. But Shannon Sharp is going to be at some of these games. It's going to be funny. The off-court antics are going to be really good between Shannon Sharp, Dylan Brooks, and all that. It's going to be amazing. I don't think LeBron has it in him to win a fucking round this year with all these injuries and stuff. I think John Morant has a good series, and they move on to play the Golden State Warriors. All right, so Nuggets and Suns. This is a rematch of a couple years ago, second round. Two different teams. I got the Nuggets winning in 7 games. They win in 7 games. This will be a competitive series, back and forth. Yeah, I think this will be competitive, back and forth. I think Jokic turns into Dirk Nowitzki. He carries his team. I know Durant's good. I think the Nuggets have a little bit more depth. I don't think their bench is great, but I think they have more depth than the Suns. I think that's how they pull it through in 7 in Denver. Warriors and yeah, you know what's the fucking gist. Warriors are winning this game series in 6. Grizzlies lose in the second round to the Warriors again. And it's not a rivalry again. Even though the Grizzlies tried to make it a rivalry. With that core, the Warriors are fucking always gonna be good. Even when they're not, they're the 6th seed right now. But I think they get the W, and they're the underdogs. Question mark. All right, conference finals: 6 versus 1 seed, Denver versus Golden State. Who's gonna win? Yeah, I got Denver in 6. Nuggets win in 6 in Golden State. They're just a hot team this year. I think it's going to be a back and forth series. Maybe Denver blows a lead, or maybe Golden State blows a lead. I think Jokic is going to have a Dirk Nowitzki type season, type playoffs, not season, and he just carries his team away, even though he's playing top level teams. So yeah, I got Denver going to the conference to the finals now. All right, East, I got Bucks in 4. I think they sweep Toronto. Nick Nurse gets fired. Masai Ujiri hopefully he gets canned. I want him to get canned because as a Raptors fan, since December, since late December, I wanted the team to tank. They didn't do anything at the trade deadline. Coming up to the trade deadline, we're hearing all these trade rumors about OG and that they can get a good package. All these trade rumors about Trent. All these trade rumors about Fred, Pascal. Even though I don't want to trade Pascal, but you want to maximize the value of the players if you're going into a rebuild. We don't do anything. And now we're fucking mid. We're literally 41-41. I think the Milwaukee gets revenge for those 2 series prior when we were actually a good team. And we get stomped by Giannis. So there you go. Cleveland, New York. Yeah, give me New York. I think they get a little upset. New York in 6. This is an upset. Knicks win. Donovan Mitchell is cursed. I don't know. He's a good player, but this will be a good series. Cleveland, New York. It's like the baseball series between the Knicks and Indians. Always have a good series. So Cleveland, New York. The Dolan Bowl. Why not? But I got the Knicks winning. I think Brunson was a great addition. I like Randall. I think they'll finally have a good playoff series and get a series win against the Cavs. Sixers and Nets. Give me the Sixers in 5. I think the Nets squeak away a game in Brooklyn. But I think the Nets are a better team. I mean, the Sixers are a better team. They're an actual team. The Nets, they were like a top seed, and then they traded KD and Kyrie, and then they went down to 6. Hung in there. They went down and they hung in there. Didn't do anything. They're just a mishmash of players right now. They weren't the core. The core is gone. I think they're going to be having a good future, but Sixers are the better team. Harden and Embiid, as much as they suck, I think they're the better team. So the Sixers win, and they move on. Boston-Miami rematch. I think this will be a tough one for Boston. Spoelstra will have a good series, but overall, Boston has the more talent, more depth. They were the fucking 7th seed for a reason, Miami. They weren't good enough to be a top seed, and they crumbled. And yeah, I got Boston winning in 6. I think it'll be a tough series for them. Boston and Philly. Give me Boston in 6. Um, Philly just they're not good enough to win. Like again, Harden and Embiid, their injuries are gonna get to them. They can't go deep in the playoffs. Those guys, and it's probably gonna bite me in the ass because I'm saying so much slandering stuff about the Sixers. But they can't go deep in the playoffs. The Sixers core hasn't done anything, so maybe it's their time, but we'll see. Philly teams this year haven't done that well. They lost in the finals all the time. All right, Milwaukee in New York. Give me Milwaukee in 5. I think the Bucks have a good series, and they clobber knock the Knicks back to reality. But the Knicks get good experience from it. All their core guys like Quickly and RJ, they get more experience, and that's really it. I just think they're a better team than the Bucks. They got Giannis and Middleton. And Middleton will be healthy for the series, so this is the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, Milwaukee in 7. Let's go with the 7 games. Let's go with the 7 games, and the Bucks win it in Milwaukee, beating Boston, and moving on to the finals to play Denver, and who's gonna win? Denver in 6. Yeah, everything's in 6. If it's not 7, it's 6. Usually, I don't know. You gotta make money in these playoffs. So I got the Denver Nuggets win the NBA championship. What will the points manage in the game 1? What will be the points? I don't know. 100. What? 100. Why not? So there you go. So my winner of the NBA championship will be the Denver Nuggets. That's my prediction. Yeah, that's my bracket. It's kind of boring. The only upset really is the Knicks and the Warriors, but the Warriors is not really an upset really. But yeah, I got the Nuggets win the NBA Finals. I think they're due get another team that hasn't won a championship winning it. It's either them or Phoenix really in the West. In the East, it's either Milwaukee, Boston, or Philly really. I don't really see other teams. I think Golden State, they won't repeat, and Memphis is they're frauds. Sacramento's not ready. Clippers, they always choke. Cleveland's not ready. Brooklyn's ass, and the play-in teams won't even get far. So yeah, those are like 5 teams that really realistically could win the championship. So that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully we have a good playoffs, and hopefully someone gets fired from the Raptors. That's all I gotta say. Peace.